Oh, it's Dan for Numerical Lion, the name of my new YouTube channel, where I use gematria to reveal the false reality in which we live in. Gematria or gematria is the ancient occult practice of coding numbers into words. Numbers are letters, letters are numbers. It's taken from Kabbalah. That's where gematria is from. So I saw this story in CNN Health under Live Longer. You know, a Blue Zones diet. Live longer from what you eat. And this was updated at 6:33 that time. On December 3rd by Dan Buettner. And if you look at his name, I don't usually do this, but I happen to do this one. Dan Buettner. Equals 33, and it was updated at 6:33. And I'll get into his full name later. Blue zones. So whenever you see an italicized word, you know there's gematria behind it. So I'll get into that in just a second. So you want to live a long, healthy life. So do I. That's why for the past 15 years I've explored places around the world where people have done exactly that. Places I dubbed blue zones. And I'm convinced that the foods the people in these areas eat are a big part of their secret. On the Italian island of Sardinia are broken bread in mountain villages that boast some of the highest concentrations of male centenarians on the globe. On the Japanese islands of Okinawa, I've sat down for tea with those who rank among the world's longest living women. On the Greek island of Icaria, where it's said people simply forget to die, I've tucked into a hearty bowl of minestrone with friends who not only live long, healthy lives, but also stay sharp to the very end and suffer the world's lowest rates of dementia. On Costa Rica's Nicoya Peninsula, I've started the day with tortillas, beans, and pico de gallo among country folk who are more likely to reach a healthy 90 years old than anyone else on the planet. So it goes on to talk about how it's a plant based diet, something that you hear often. Everybody going vegan and stuff, and more numbers. And so what's interesting about this article is that what's emphasized is the word blue zones. And in gematria, blue zones, you write out blue zones, it equals 38, which is a number of death. 38, death number, 38. Look at death and diet. Diet, 38, 20, 25 as well. So it's pretty close. Death and diet is a die with a T on it, right? And they're talking about blue zone diet. It's all coded. It's all about death, really. And he's been studying this for the past 15 years. If you write out 15, it also equals 38. Look at that. Also 34. This article came out on a day with 34 numerology. 12 plus 3 plus 19 is 34. It also came out on a day with 15 numerology, and he's been studying this for 15 years, right? 12 plus 3 is 15. Also notice the 124, we're talking about blue zones, right? 124. Also the reflection of 43 is 34. Blue zones there. So, this is just another story by the numbers. And he talks about these different places he's been to. Look at Greece. Greece, also 119 and 34 and 43, right? We just talked about these numbers with blue zones 119, 43, 34, 15, 34 on a day with 34 numerology. He went, where else did he go? He went to Okinawa. I think I spelled it right. 43 again, also 29, just like Greece. 74, that iconic 74. Also blue zones, when you put in the S exception, blue zones is also 47, the reflection of 74, like Okinawa, Japan. Write it out. Okinawa, Japan. What is that? 44, like death. And this happened, the story happened on the 337th day of the year with 28 left, kind of like 208. And Japan, 42, 93. Just like the island of Sardinia. The reflection of 39. Also, it's got, look at these numbers. This is 33 numbers here. If you write out 33, remember we were talking about this article, 141 and 60. This article was put out at 6:33 a.m. in the morning. See that? 6:33 by this guy Butner or Butner. His full name. What's his full name? Oh, if you write out, it's been 15 years. That's 191, the 43rd prime number. Also 61 on a day with 18 numerology. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 is 18. So if you write out Dan Butner, did we do that? I think we did. Oh, look at Butner, 105 or 15. Let's write out Mr. Dan Butner. Dan Butner. Also 43, right? Were we talking about 43 before? In regards to Greece, he went to Greece. You know, also 65, like 15. He's been doing this for 15 years. 124, like blue zones. Also like 15 years. 43, killing as well. Masonic 43. Also 47, if you use the S exception. I'll show you a killing. A lot of these familiar numbers, if you use the K, I think it's called the K exception. K is 47. And what K is, so K is a master number. It's the 11th number of the alphabet, and V is the 22nd. And 22 is a master builder number. These don't have to be reduced. So K, when K is not reduced, everything else is reduced. K is 11. So it's 47. Just same thing with V. V would not be reduced as the 22nd letter of the alphabet. So killing in that cipher would be 47. And 47 is the 15th prime, right? Getting all back to 15. 15 years of experience. 15 equals 38. This article came out on a day with 15 numerology. You know, so if you put in the entire headline, sometimes this is fun to do. The entire headline, you get 180. This happened on a day with 18 numerology, right? And then you look in the article a little bit more, and they talk about how, you know, most New Year's resolutions, you know, go away by the 17th or something. See, So most of us will resolve to eat healthier, but by January 17th, why that number? Well, 1 plus 17 is 18. Most of us will be back to our old habits. That's according to data from Strava, a social network for athletes based on more than 108 million usage entries. 108 or 18, right? And if you look at, it's 45 days from the time of this article to when they're saying, people are going to go back on their diet. And that's on a day with 38 numerology, 45 ritual number. And if you say from after the holidays, so at the holidays, what's after the holidays? Christmas? I'm not sure what, maybe New Year's. It's only 17 days. 16 days, that would be another 33 if you're at 16 and equals 33. So there's some other stuff in here too. So they're even go around and be do-gooders and stuff and have people eat right. This is all coded. I'm sure these stats are BS. So in Greece's Ikaria, where people greet one another on the street by saying akanatos, I'll see you when you're 100, and that's in quote. If you put this in the Gematrinator calculator, come up with 33, right? Also 42, 156, 33, just like the guy who wrote it, Buettner. See you when you're 100. And you can go on and look in this, and they talk about a plant-based diet. And a lot of this makes sense, but whenever the establishment is touting a diet, like the vegan diet or any of these diets, plant-based, 59, number of death, 94 dead, 40, look at dead. Dead 94. Plant-based diet. Here we have 33 times 4 is 132. Also to write out 33, it's 60. Plant-based diet. Masonry, 84. What's vegan? All the popular diets. Vegan, 49. 22 like dead, 86 like blood sacrifice. Vegan diet, 42. Look how popular the vegan diet is. Freemasonry, Freemason, 42 and 48, 156, if you write out 33. What about vegetarian? Vegetarian. Also 48, like vegan, 60 if you write out 33. Now this 168 number, I just figured out what 168 is. There's 168 hours in the week. If you go to a calculator, right? There's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. It equals 168. So I thought that was interesting. Ikaria, I didn't look at that. So the Greek island of Ikaria, one of the places that he went to in his 15-year search, has this mainstream number, this bullshit number. Ikaria, in the Greek island. All right, what's Greek? Greek island. Also, you spell it right. Oh, it's the same. Even if you spell it wrong, it had the same numbers. 105 or 15. like Dan Buettner. 51, like the reflection of 15. 60, like 33. If you write out 33, it's 66 and 60. Greek island. He was also in Loma Linda, California. Loma Linda. 81, ritual number. Also 54. This happened on a day with 54. Numerology. California. 119, like, what was that like? Oh yeah, that was like Blue Zones 119. Weren't we talking about Blue Zones? Right? Also Greece 119. And that quote, forget to die. Remember they said that they forget to die in a place that they forget to die. Also 124, like Blue Zones. What else was 123? Also 61, the 18th prime number happened on a day with 18 numerology. Forget to die. I forget the significance of that. 15 years. Got too many calculators up here. Maybe it's that one. Oh yeah. So Blue Zones 124. Forget to die. And Blue Zones 124. Forget to die 124. Also 61. Also 61. Anyway, I was trying to work on my blog to, and I couldn't put these numbers in. It wouldn't allow me. Here, I'll show you right now. Blue Zones, right? I was trying to put that in, and it wouldn't work for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But choose a file, put that in there. This will work. Then when I try to put it in, it says, sorry, we could not copy your photos to your blog. This is brand new. I've never seen this before. I'm not sure what's going on, but it made this so I couldn't make it big for you. So I want to make it big for you. Anyway, so that does it for the article. Just more news by the numbers. Blue Zones diet, live longer. Oh, I want to do the live longer. You know, this is all about living longer, right? Forget to die, live longer. Look at that, same numbers. 119, like Blue Zones, like Greece. 119, that eye of, you know, Orthodox 119, Star of David 119. Also 56, like all-seeing eye. All-seeing ye, no. All-seeing eye, look at that. All-seeing eye, 61. Saw a lot of 61. Live longer and all-seeing eye. Pretty close. 205 is 25. The reflection of 52. Live longer. That's what, you know, that's what this is from. This is from your corporate media, CNN, Time Warner, AOL Time Warner. They've got the all-seeing eye as part of their logo. You know, the one eye symbolism. All right, well, that does it for this video. Thanks so much. Name is Dan. Check out my channel, Numerical Lion. Check out others out there in the community. Dan Barrett, Chigozie Truth, Simple Truth Television. They all do a great job. Also Zachary K. Hubbard. Thanks so much. Please spread this knowledge.